Thank you for joining us for another Matrix Home Solutions lower level living space. We bring you St. John's, Indiana here today, where we have a unique space where we married our design elements from our Matrix designer with the homeowner's vision to create a truly unique space. This space epitomizes what is capable when a Matrix designer and a homeowner with an incredible vision work together to create a truly custom and unique space. This homeowner used inspiration from Pinterest and other online sources to map out exactly what they wanted. This vision was literally brought to light because of the great natural light throughout the space provided by two long bays of windows. The customer's unique vision was inspired by mid-century modern elements, including a two-tier butcher block front and back bar, conveniently tucked into a cove in the foundation wall, a massive entertainment space complete with a children's play area and a TV viewing area, a theater with two-tier platform seating, and a fantastic black and gold accents and sconce lighting to accentuate the true cinema experience, and a gym area that creates a motivation indicative of your best commercial boutique gym spaces. We are joined here today by Brett Fleury, our Matrix designer that designed this space. Now, Brett, tell me a little bit about what you and the homeowner did to work together and what you bring to the table when it comes to your designing of these spaces.
Right, this project was a great example of a homeowner with a lot of great ideas, and she just needed some direction in where we needed to set everything up and to set up the functionality or the flow of the space. That's what I think worked out the best, is because we were able to take the different zones of the basement. When I say zones, I mean fitness, bar, entertainment, theater. And we lay those out and map those out across the entire floor plan to really help maximize the space to give you the most entertainment area, but also create a lot of functionality in the space.
Perfect. And looking at the flow here, we got a gym tucked away to the side. Is there a reason why you did that?
The gym is usually used on a daily basis. So every day I wanted to be convenient right at the bottom of the stairs. You walk into the gym and you've got a great little space. And it's removed from your entertainment space. So when you're having guests over entertaining, they're not hanging out in the gym, smashing their fingers in plates.
Gotcha. And then we move into the space here and we got a great bar. Is there a reason why we put it over here?
Well, there was a natural cove in the foundation wall that allowed for this awesome bar to be created. It was a nice little nook that fit very well and had all the proper dimensions to be able to give us that space. But more importantly, as you come down into the basement and you scan across the room, you're really hit with one of the main focal points of this space, that beautiful bar.
Absolutely. So, and I can't help but notice these bays of windows right here. It's almost too perfect, the lighting that's down in this basement. I'd imagine we did some design elements off of that. Tell me a little bit about that.
It's not very often we're designing basements with large windows. So it really is a huge design element and a great benefit to the overall space to have such natural light. Most of the entertainment in basements, however, happens in the evening. So even if you have a basement with no windows, we're setting up the lighting in the space to be correct for that environment. Now, in this particular case, we're blessed with this beautiful view over here, so it really does brighten up the space and make this a really great entertainment.
It truly does set it off, but I also noticed the lighting in this. It's amazing theater back there, right? The lighting is awesome, but we have a full theater back there, kind of tucked away as well with a bathroom off of it. Tell us a little bit about what you brought into the design elements there.
Well, we had enough room in this particular project to create a dedicated theater space. And so that dedicated theater space was really highlighted by the homeowner's design vision, and coupled with lighting, it really creates a dramatic space because those lights are controlled with dimmers. And so you can really set the mood whenever you're ready to snuggle up with the dog and watch a cool movie.
This truly is an amazing space. Let's go take a look at some of the finer elements of that bar we talked about.
Sounds good.
Well, Brett, when we head over to this bar, what's really striking to me is the design. This thing looks straight out of Pinterest. Some of the pictures my wife shows me are exactly like this.
Funny you should say that, Josh. This actually is a Pinterest-inspired bar.
That's amazing. Yeah, can you tell me a little bit about like the cabinets, the backsplash, a lot of these design elements that really pop?
Right, there's different ways to create focal points in a bar. Glass cabinetry with the glass shelves and a nice in-cabinet lighting really helps accent the space. Obviously, the backsplash is not only functional, but it does serve as a focal point as well, creating a beautiful space.
Indicative of that mid-century modern from Pinterest is a lot of wood elements. So the wood countertops here. We also have this wood accent up here. Tell me a little bit about that. It's my understanding this is a structural element that we made really pop with that wood accent up there.
Yeah, whenever you're designing basements, there's always going to be some structural elements in the ceiling that you need to try and conceal. And so we've done that with the soffit but accenting the soffit with the wood tones helps just bring everything together to the countertops, to the ceiling, just provides another area of dimension to create a beautiful space.
Awesome, it truly is awesome. But then you also need to have a functional space. I see seating for 4, this 2-tiered bar. We also have some elements I've never seen in here, in this built-in microwave. Tell me a little bit about this space and how you made it a little bit more functional.
Well, nothing's better than warming up some wings or maybe popping a bag of popcorn down here. And so we have our drawer microwave. That's a very functional component to the space, and we didn't locate it on the back wall because to focus in on the appliances isn't necessarily the best way to create the a warm and fuzzy feeling at the bar. So we located it on the functional side of the bar where we're going to be doing our prep, maybe pouring some drinks. But on the back side, obviously with the sink, that brings a lot of function into the space as well. And then a full-size refrigerator is always a good idea, especially for those Costco overflow moments.
Yep, we got the appliance taken care of, but as we alluded to earlier, we have some amazing natural light here. So we're really using this lighting as a design element as well, straight out of that Pinterest article. This space is amazing. We really nailed it when you look at that picture, didn't we, Brett?
I believe so. It was a great image, and I'm glad we were able to duplicate it with the bold colors and the wood tones. It really pops.
Yep, let's head on over to that entertainment space and take a look at that. As we introduce this entertainment space, Brett, tell me a little bit about this ceiling. It really makes it pop, really sets it off.
Well, once again, in basement spaces, the number one concern is dealing with all the ductwork, the ventilation, and the structural beams. And so in this particular space, it actually allowed us to create a soffited, lighted tray ceiling, which really makes the space much more dynamic. It can set the mood when you're watching movies, once again, but really the ceiling is functional. It's got our ductwork, it's got our air returns, it's got our lighting all in the appropriate spaces to make sure that the space really performs.
The next thing I really noticed is these built-in shelves and this entertainment area to mount the TV. Tell me a little bit about that. It's my understanding this was yet again another Pinterest photo.
Absolutely, absolutely. So that's what makes our job a little bit easier is when we have that inspiration, we're able to duplicate it or potentially imitate it. Like for example, these bookcase doors, these are actually hiding utilities that we had to work around. So by centering those doors and our TV, we were able to actually balance the whole space in order to provide a really nice focal point with this beautiful TV.
It's the amazing attention to detail that really pops in this space. Hiding that AV back there so we don't have to see it. And then the trade ceiling. This is an amazing space. But we also have this kids play area over here that the attention to detail is just amazing. Can't wait to show them that, right, Brett?
Absolutely. Yeah, it's one of my favorite spaces.
Looking at this play area, Brett, it's my understanding that this homeowner really challenged you to create this space and kind of marry it with the design elements that she already created for the rest of the space.
Right, based on the age of the kids, she definitely wanted a dedicated space to create some exciting areas for the kids with some toys. It's really easy to get caught up on those iPads and iPhones, and this is a great way to create some active play space. But actually, this was a necessity because of the structural components that are behind these walls. And so what I was able to do is close that area off, create some windows, a door, pass through. It gives you a nice isolated area. We've got some toys in there, and it really gives the kids an opportunity to play and use their imagination.
It really looks like you were able to bring that vision to life. This turned out amazing. It's fantastic.
Thank you.
I don't know where I would have spent more time as a kid, Brett, in this play area or in this massive theater that they have over here. Wow, Brett, I'm not gonna lie, this is my favorite area of this space so far. The sconce lighting, the gold accents, the black paint, this is the perfect theater experience.
It's an awesome space, and wait till you hear the surround sound. The dimensioning of this room was actually dictated once again by the structural components. So this room was a perfect fit for this beautiful theater space. Through our design process, the homeowner actually wanted to expand the theater a little bit than the original drawing. And so what we did is we pushed that back wall and we added this second tier here for the theater seats, and it really makes this feel like you're at the movies.
Yeah, with that tiered seating, you get a perfect view of that massive screen up there. I couldn't help but notice, tucked away behind that kids' play area and to the side of this theater, we have a full bathroom for convenience right over there. Is there a reason for that design element as well?
Nothing's worse than breaking in the middle of the movie to have to take a bio break, right? So This is perfectly laid out for convenience, but more importantly, it's an awesome theater experience.
Now, Brett, I can't help but notice the faux beams. It's the attention to detail in this space that really sets it apart and makes it unique. Now, I may have a trained eye, but is that a secret door over there?
Why don't we go check it out?
Well, Brett, the moment of truth. Now, Brett, I'm gonna need a little bit of privacy for a quick workout here. Brett, the tour of this space really accentuates the flow of this basement. Now, last but not least, we find ourselves in this beautiful home gym. Tell us about some of the design elements here.
Well, one of our most requested spaces is a home fitness area. And so what we want to try and do is just build perimeter walls. Once again, what Matrix is really good at doing is building the canvas and our homeowners complete the paint. So that's exactly what we've got here with the functionality of the gym equipment. It's all about efficiency and maximizing the space.
What I really notice about this is the ambient lighting that makes it bright and motivational, but it's also a large enough space so I can get down here and really do anything that I want. Now, I also see that we have a door over here. What's behind there?
We just have some utilities back there. So once again, all we're doing is creating functional zones throughout the entire basement to maximize the space and the flow, while taking care of structural elements, hiding those, and then creating other spaces that would block off either HVAC or furnaces, or in this case, sump pumps and ejector pits.
This truly is a beautiful gym. Now we really got to get to work. So let's head on out of here and get back to that workout we were talking about.
Let's do it.
Thank you for joining us on another Matrix Home Solutions lower level living space. This homeowner took inspiration from Pinterest and brought it to life. Hopefully you took inspiration from our video. So if you like this content, click like and subscribe. And as always, at Matrix Home Solutions, it's built for you.